Brilliant, it's got to come off again.
2 hours later.
Okay, so this is the second time it's been on. First time these brackets weren't holding up, so I had to take them off and do them up by hand before, so they hook on. Then they just hook on at the bottom here, just here, to stop it. But it's still tilted a little bit forward, so I'm just going to get a little packing piece to go underneath here, and that'll be fine. So now I'll show you what it looks like closed up to the wall. Yeah, so there we go. But so I just want to put a couple of packers underneath there, so it brings it out level. But this will stick out a little bit more because I'm going to have my CCTV behind this side on a couple of brackets, and on this side behind there would be my Xbox. And I've got the sound bar and all that stuff. I don't need the surround sound anymore, so that's going to go on eBay. So we'll bring you back when I've tidied up a little bit more, and I'll show you what it's like. Cheers. Okay, so a little update. You can see that, well, it's still a little bit of cable down there, but not the crow's nest it was. The security camera cables, I've got to get some of the excess from outside and bring them in because they don't reach up behind the TV. And these are all the cables that I've stripped out. It's just, you know, you add cables for stuff, and you know, so I'm going to be using some of these back in again, but even this is looking much better. Got the sound bar underneath now the TV, where the old surround sound speaker was. Now I've got the sound bar underneath, and there is a plate that runs up here once all the cables are tucked up inside, so basically you won't see any cables at all. It'll just be the TV and a sound bar on the wall. The Xbox will be behind this corner, and the security camera box, control box, will be behind this corner of the TV, and then all the cables are tucked up, tied up, and so we'll bring you back in a minute when I've had a little bit of a clear up, and see how we go from there. See you soon. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the CCTV mounted behind there, Xbox over in that corner, and everything. I've got a strip of sockets taped to the back of the TV, so it gets rid of all the cables running down the back. All these cables, they all like concertina back as you put the TV back. It's not just for so I can tilt the TV so I can watch it, it's so I can get to it to if I want to change anything, because before you only had this much gap to get your hand up there and you couldn't see nothing, so now I can see. And after I thought I'd done everything, I've still got this optical flow cable to go in, so I'm going to get that in, and we'll bring you back soon.
2 hours later.
Is down there is the cables from the cameras. I've got a HD cable and 2 Ethernet cables which run round there and then run round behind the settee. It's obviously over here. So they all run round there, and end up here where I do all my stuff. Currently running 2 laptops, but I've got a new system coming, which is at the moment being built, so I'll have everything on one system with twin screens and all that good stuff. much more powerful than all these devices put together, and apparently it's got this super duper processor in it, which I can't wait to get. So I'll put in a clip now of all the parts that are being built and the bits being built, and we'll be right back.
Meanwhile.
Hi, today we're gonna make a PC for the work Bangkok. We're gonna go with Ryzen. We're gonna use for the motherboard, we're gonna use ASRock P450M Pro 4F with support and Ryzen 3 Gen. 32 of gig of RAM, 3200 megahertz, 3 terabyte of and 240 gig for booting Windows and stuff like this and programming. We're gonna go with graphic card 580 RX 580 4 gig, very good for streaming. Power supply from Corsair CV650 80 certificate plus. We're gonna go with the water cooling because we're gonna try to overclock the CPU, so we need a good water cooling. And the case from GameMax RGB, very good. Let's do it. A bit of wiggle, and after I can do this one back, and the CPU is done. Yeah, now we're gonna try to put the memory around, put the clips, all of them. I'm trying to filming as well, so it's a bit difficult to put some paste. As I put the radiator, I'm gonna tie just the hands, not too much, because after we're gonna destroy the motherboard. And I put the motherboard, I put the radiator on the front because I have 200 millimeters the fans, so yeah, just I installed the radiator. I put the radiator there just because I don't have space on top. I put extra fans because it's gonna be massive overclocking and I need to be cooling very well. I put another 2 extra fans on top. They are not RGB, but they are only for cooling. So, and now we need to install only the graphic card. So for that, I'm gonna try to do my best. I'm gonna put the graphic card, and after I'm gonna come back, guys. See you later. After a couple of hours is ready. Our Bangkok PC is ready.
One eternity later.
Oh my god, look at that. Love it.
One eternity later.
Okay, so obviously this is where it normally happens with cooking and everything. But you know, this video obviously it's just about the upgrade that has happened on the computer side of things. So this is now about a week and a half later. It's all been set up. Some other things that have been added, like this big mouse mat with a RGB light speakers with RGB, and the actual tower that's been upgraded since. So I've got new fans in there, so that's all working. They're about 50% quieter than the originals that were in there, and because that tower actually it runs 11 fans, so I don't know if you can hear it. It's very quiet indeed. Obviously I put a shelf up here for my other devices. The old laptop down there, that runs something else now. So I used to use that one for streaming. Obviously I've got a tablet behind now. I put a mic in just for doing voiceovers on some of the videos, because the mic on the laptop wasn't that good. Obviously twin screens, loads of power. There's 5 terabytes of storage in there now, so I've got more than enough. My other laptop was getting full up, which is down here. That's doing something else now as well, so that's good. So yeah, hope you like it. All the parts are obviously in the rest of the video, and I'll list all the parts that were put into this, and we'll show you. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Cheers guys, bye.